Hey friends, now we will see the connection diagram for the star delta for the winding. So here you can see in this section, when the motor is starting, the motor windings are connected in star. You can see this is the star configuration. Later in the video, in the lecture, we will see how this is happening and what is the process, how the contactors are doing this job automatically. And when the motor is coming to the maximum speed, the contactors are again connecting these windings from star to delta. So we will see one by one that what's happening when we are connecting the winding in star, and then what's happening we are connecting the winding back to the delta. So you see, if the supply voltage is 415 volts, this is line to line volts, this is the supply volts, and we are connecting here the three winding because this is a three-phase induction motor in star. So the voltage appear across each winding is 240 volts. So 240 volts is appearing at each one across each winding, red, yellow and blue. And you can see here the current that this motor draws in will be 5 ampere, and you can see the torque produced during this time is 80% of the maximum torque. And here you can see that this is the connection method. So if you want to start the motor, the two side means W2, U2 and V2. So these are terminals are given. So actually these are connected in the motor like this. So U2 is the other end of the red phase, V2 is the other end of yellow phase, and W2 is the other end of blue phase. So copper strip is provided, two copper strips. So if you want to start the motor in a star, and you have to connect the motor like this using copper strip, or if you have a star delta starter, so you can connect to the star delta starter. And when the motor is coming back to the full load, so in that case you can see the current also increasing. This 5 ampere is not the inrush current, it is the current when the motor becomes steady state, and the current draws by the motor at this stage will be approximately 5 ampere. But the inrush current will be, if you start the motor in basically star, it will be reduced to 3 to 4 times. If you otherwise, if you connect the direct line voltages across the each winding, it means you want to start in the delta, the current will be up to 6 to 7 times. So you are reducing the current to a very less value, and you are compromising the torque only 20% here. So here you can see when the motor is now after coming at full load, motor is connected back to delta. So you can say the motor is drawing 15 ampere line current, and each winding is drawing here 8.66 amperes. And you can see now each coil, the voltage appear across each coil of the motor is 415 volts, which is the full line voltages. And you can see if you want to connect the motor manually in the delta, then you have to connect U1 with W1, V1 with U2, and W1 with V2. So this is basically the method and connections for the star delta starters. Thank you very much.